that tariff isn't removed by tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we're putting a 50% tariff on above the tariffs that we put on.
This would paralyze large sections of the U.S. economy.
I think it was a big mistake, this Chinese escalation, because they're playing with a pair of twos.
Talking to China, we'll be talking to a lot of different countries. America first. It's now America first. And we didn't put America first, we put America last.
America first, recession second, depression third. Let me help you make sense of this ting, and not this ting. I'm gonna go with too much carbohydrates, too much sugar. Chill. Kids' insulin levels way off the charts. Now, we gotta learn about the charts. And never let a good crisis go to waste. Which I'm gonna go with this whole tariff thing, which we'll talk about, is a good crisis. Let's start making money from this. But now, just to end the phone calls, okay? Do I buy now? How about now? Now, wait. And I say you will buy when you get one candle over the Bravo 9. Ta-da! And it is easy as that. And then they're like, what's that? I say to my kid, buy my course. They say, come on, Dad, I don't have time. Well, it has AI, and it does it for you. Is that enough? You should not be in the stock market unless you know what you're doing, and this deal is gone. My new course that I just launched, $1 million. And I added 2 free courses, the $1,000 one, so many options, and the futures one. My development team is removing that. But if you buy this now, this one, right now, or if you already just bought it, those other 2 courses will always be there. You do not need to email me, link in the description. It'll look just like that. And you click get instant access and $2.99 and you get everything. Which breaking news has blown up my email. Oh, wait, what? Yes, best deal I've ever offered in my entire life. And poof, it's gone like a Tesla dealership. But what I don't want to see happen is when you listen to these guys, you're like, this has to be the best time.
If you want to learn something on this show tonight, buy Tesla. It's unbelievable that this guy's stock is this cheap. It'll never be this cheap again. When people understand the things he's building, the robots he's building, the technology he's building, people are going to be dreaming of today and Jesse Waters and thinking, gosh, I should have bought Elon Musk's stock. I mean, who wouldn't invest in Elon Musk? You got to be kidding.
All right, so you're calling the bottom. This is it.
Oh, and just to let you know, when you told everyone to get in, this is the cheapest, rock bottom, Tesla dealerships are blowing up, it was $288 plus. How about now? I mean, that was clearly the bottom, but he clearly doesn't understand the charts. Well, we're currently at 232 and dropping, and oh, hey, look. It's a death cross. Just went to 231, keeps going. Where's it gonna go, Bravo? It's gonna go right there. But that is being traded on the daily. You wanna be trading on the 4-hour right now. Oh, and guess what else has a death cross forming? All your indices. This is S&P 500, the Qs, that's the NASDAQ, Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's tradable symbol DIA. Again, go up here. Hit the 4-hour. Sure, you have my indicators. Otherwise, you're like, I just see candles. Turn on said indicator, and then you will see, oh, look, it hit its head. Look, it got rejected on the 4-hour. Also, what we're looking for is that purple. You're pulling that rubber band down, and then zing, you put in a buy, and you ride it right, and you keep going. Or you can follow the politicians. Marjorie just put in a lot of buys. A lot of undisclosed stocks, which is fine. I mean, I would much prefer you to buy now. But again, you're catching a falling knife. I'd just rather you catch it down than up. But just having a little bit of knowledge goes so far. Like everyone's so wrapped up in this China thing, which we'll get into. And we'll talk about devaluation. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. But here is a little bit of math for you. China does 8% of its trade with the United States of America. Okay, put that one in your sippy cup and suck it. 8%. No, we're Marca. 8%. If it does 0%, I'm just going to go no care. I've spoken with a lot of people that have they're very prestigious and they pull strings and they say the China deal is the most important. This is the one that we need to nail. The US gets more than 40% of its stuff from China. So if I do the numbers on this, I'm going to go, oops. But now I get it. All the other countries, you got them lining up, 100. Everyone is bending the knee, but we need China. Or as the Don would say, China, 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 because it's huge. And that's not the other thing that is huge. It is China holding our debt. It's a big deal. China responds by selling another 50 billion of treasuries. Did you see the 10-year yield? That is what everyone plays by except for the Fed. The Fed follows the 3. And I lied. It's the 2. The 2-year yield. That's what the Fed follows. The rest of the world, your credit card, your house, it follows the 10-year yield. Put it simply, if they dump, your stuff goes up, which they've been dumping. And now, I mean, it was down to 3.8. And then China's like, China. Oh, okay. We'll solve this. Also, it was overbought, oversold. Those are the conditions. If you look at the charts, it follows the charts. It jumps up to 420, which is about 12 days away. But just like that, you're like, yeah, let's refinance. Ah, shoot. What's China doing? You see, they have the power because they have the purse, kind of like your wife or Congress, but I mean, your wife has more than the purse. She also holds the power of the other purse, right, gentlemen? That she allows you to occasionally take your cell phone out of. And just like that, the channel is still kid-friendly. But breaking news we also have, so now you got the percentages, you got the 10-year yield, you got that. Now you have currencies. We are the dollar, the king dollar. We have the money printer. What other countries can do is devalue, which solves their problem, makes ours worse. Of course, China hinting at devaluation is a huge risk. And if you go back in the charts in the history book, every time the tariff thing comes up, they go, oh, okay, well, we'll just devalue. Fix that. China has 60 trillion in deposits, 3x more than the US. Problem number 7, if this capital starts to flee, it will have catastrophic consequences. Now, people are like, that won't happen because they have a way to stop it. Capital cannot flee. Well, except for the Bitcoin. Keep your eye on the Bitcoin. Or don't if you don't know how to read charts. I did have to hand it to Bitcoin. I mean, you've been keeping up. Good job, buddy. Keep up the good work. But again, just know this. Look, and all those people today, they were like, Bravo said the market's good. No, I didn't. Shut up. This was over the weekend. Jim Cramer said Black Monday. I put that because the YouTube algorithm. CNBC host Jim Cramer warns of Black Monday. Market crash, Trump tariffs. New York Post. And because that is in the title, everyone's like, you said. Like, people don't even watch my video. I watch your comments, so every single comment you leave, I see. 99% of them, I give a little heart because I see you, Jim. But please do not get confused with my titles and people that work on CNBC with things like this. And did I enter? The answer is no. Do I have watch lists that I show everyone what I do enter and I make $2,150 on 2 contracts? Yes. $2,380 on 1 contract, up 140%? Yes. Just a few days ago on my contract AXP, which you guys are all doing this, you're up 3,660% dollars. Sorry, 215%. Also, bad news, my options, that price goes up. It will never come down for the rest of your life. I give you my promise. As you saw, my bear market watch list went up. That's it. So when I say things like, take advantage of this, when I have 2 courses, 3, 4, all in one, and then it goes away, Bravo, not kidding. And you need to learn this. Because learning that, well, actually, this breaking news banner, it'll already tell you what the news is going to say. I already know. Something about stock market, relief rally fizzles. Out with S&P 500 erasing 4% gain. Why is that? Everyone, come on, everyone. It's what is it called? You learned it's the 4 hour. It got rejected. Now, if it gets above it, Bravo goes all in. China says it will, quote, fight to the end. Well, that's a relief. Whew. After Trump threatens, this isn't going down well. 50% additional tariffs. The boy has pride. It's like your kid where you're like, go to your room, go there for an hour. They're like, I'll stay in there the whole night. You're like, okay, I'll stay in there the whole week. Okay, I'm going to stay in my room for the rest of my life. I just asked you to pick up a sock. Oh, I hate you, and I'm calling CPS, and that's abusive. Trump said he would impose an additional 50, then 100%, and then 1,000%, and I'm going to stay in my room forever. And then we got these guys. We're not backing down. Like, Oh my gosh.
The Treasury Secretary said on another network, we're going to hold the course. It's not the kind of thing you can negotiate away in days or weeks. That makes it sound like the tariffs are staying in place at least for days or weeks. Is that correct, or is the president considering postponing implementation to negotiate?
There's no postponing. They are definitely going to stay in place for days and weeks. That is sort of obvious. The president needs to reset global trade. Everybody has a trade surplus, and we have a trade deficit. We are paying away our future and our lives. The countries of the world are ripping us off, and it's got to end. The president has made it crystal clear. This is the policy we are going to protect. The factories that come build in America, we are going to protect them. They're going to be successful. That's why they're going to build in America, the greatest economy in the earth.
In other news today, the government is holding shadow meetings about Trump, also known as a shadow government, which I think there's something unconstitutional about that. I think, like always, because they're just junior high children, that they're not getting. Let's listen in.
To our great disappointment, our Republican colleagues have abdicated that important responsibility. They have stood by as the president has run roughshod over the legislative branch and turned Congress into little more than a rubber stamp. So today we'll hold the first of what we hope will be more bicameral oversight hearings.
And here's Grand Central Station. This is great. Everything's going perfectly as planned. Oh, in breaking news, New Yorkers are now trapped in Grand Central Station after supporters, those Monday night, people can't get out. You're all locked in. Sorry, you guys. Just a suggestion. Don't go to work. Don't use it. Just stay at home. Trade, make digits go up. Don't listen to these people where they're like, time in the market. This is the best time. On Target, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, you're going back to 2019. All you guys that have bought anywhere from 2019 up here, down there, you're underwater. Almost hit $300. Now you're 94. Oh, by the way, it was in my watch list. Because you have learned how to make money going down. What's going to happen? It's going to go up here. It's going to hit its head on the 200-day moving average. It's going to get rejected. It's going to go underneath the broad of none. We're going to make money. And if you've made 215% or whatever, you don't have to email me. I love you. You're doing good. Pat yourself on the back. I'm telling you right now, you're amazing. I took you to the water and you're like, well, I'm a horse. Maybe I should drink this. With that, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.